Welcome to another edition of Cranky Gun Reviews. I'm out here at the range on this cool day and it's getting dark, so I have to make a really quick video here. But what I want to do is a $250 budget 9mm blaster video with Cranky Gun Reviews. So I have my newly acquired Smith & Wesson SW9VE. This does have an Apex trigger spring kit in it, but I shot this in a video earlier and the trigger on this one still surprises me a little bit. Not quite as good with this one versus the Smith & Wesson SD9VE, the first version, with an Apex spring kit in this one as well with the factory trigger. This one I shoot really well. And the third one is the Taurus G3C, which has a really good trigger as well. All three of these guns you can still find for around 250 bucks or less in some cases. I just happen to pay about $250 for all three of these, and they're the three that I happen to have today with me at the range. So let's go ahead. I'm going to put the camera on the targets over there. We're going to do one 10-round magazine of each three of these guns and see which one I can shoot better. Is it scientific? Heck no. Does it really matter? No, it doesn't. But for me, it's a fun video, and it's putting good content out for you guys with inexpensive 9mm handguns. So let's get right into it. SW9VE, the majority of the rounds were in the 10 and 9 ring. Pretty much all of them except these two. One of them I pulled, it was the last shot because I had a round that didn't go off the first time, so I put it back in the gun and shot it. That was one of the last ones. I think the first round was also low. I'm still getting used to that trigger. It's got a huge hook to it, so it's still different enough from an SD9VE that I'm not quite used to the trigger yet. SD9VE, this gun I can usually shoot pretty well. Going from this gun directly to this one, because they have similar style hinge triggers, but this one is a little bit shorter. It's not quite as curved. This group looks a little bit better. I didn't have those two flyers. Again, almost all of my shots are in either the 10 or the 9 ring. I had 2 in the 8 ring, so still what I would consider acceptable. Taurus G3C has a totally different trigger. It's a flat trigger with a little safety in the middle of it, so it's also a much smaller and lighter gun than the other two. It has a shorter barrel, the grip is shorter, so I didn't have quite as good of a grip on that for the first couple shots. Still, primarily I had 4 in the 10 ring, 3 in the 9 ring, 2 in the 8 ring, and 1 up here in the 7 ring. Group size, if you throw out the flyer on each one of these, I think the group size is almost exactly the same. So there you go, 3 $250 budget blaster 9mm handguns that you can still find for a good deal today. All of them shoot fairly well. Again, I do have an Apex spring kit in both the SW9VE and the SD9VE. Makes a huge difference when you're shooting that gun. Trigger pulls around 6.5 pounds as opposed to like 11 that it does when it comes from the factory. So there you have it, short video. Have a great day. God bless America. Support your 2A rights. Get out there and shoot. And you remember, if someone tells you to give up some of your freedom for the greater good, remind them that freedom is the greater good. Do a quick video on budget 9mm. This is the $250 budget blaster 9mm. Cranky gonna, yeah. Let me start over.